I want to talk about the World Paragon system in Diablo Immortal and why I think it's one of the coolest systems I've seen in a mobile game implemented. This system is designed to be balanced, where what it does is it makes it where people can infinitely play your game because the game has no energy system. You can just play it as long and as hard as you want, basically, in this game. Thank God for it is a mobile game, and thank God we don't have an energy system. It's designed that you can just grind it, okay? However, it's also designed that the people who are grinding way at the top get diminishing returns on experience, but not on item gain, which is crucially important, and we're going to talk about in a moment. That way, you can still sort of have friends who are able to play the game and keep up with the kind of the average person without having to be these crazy, insane, sweaty type of players. So how it works is this. There's 25% experience negation if you're above the World Paragon level. And the World Paragon level is essentially like the server itself is leveling. Thinking like there's a ghost on a Mario Kart track. And if you're going faster than that ghost on the Mario Kart track, then you're going to be penalized, okay? You're going to be slowed down a little bit, while the people that are behind the ghost are going to be going quicker. And you get up to basically 8 times the experience when you're at the bottom that the people at the top do in order to help balance the level. Now, this might, if you're thinking, well, why the hell would I ever support a game where the people who play the most get penalized? Just wait a minute. I'm going to discuss why there's a counter to this in just a moment. So what this means is somebody who starts the game later, let's say they start the game 2 weeks later, is getting 8 times the experience the very best player in the server is getting, all the way up until they catch up with the World Paragon level or the server's Paragon level that is moving slowly forward until they catch up to that ghost on that track. And then this is what Paragons actually do. What they do is they give you lots of passive stats, etc. like that, and they're quite important for the game going forward. So what this means is that it's a catch-up mechanic, okay? And it's sort of a mechanic to keep people from snowballing too hard and dunking on everybody. But here's the thing. If you're somebody where it's like, okay, well, I want to play your game 12 hours a day, why would I do that if I'm being punished? They actually mention here, and I'll paraphrase it for you because it's a little bit of a read, but what they basically break down is that for the people that are at the very top, okay, and let's say the people that are at the very top, yes, their experience is going to be nerfed, but what is not going to be nerfed is the item drops. And in Diablo, item drops are basically almost more important. In fact, I think they are more important than the Paragon levels that you're acquiring, because what matters is both the stats on the gear, and yes, you can keep farming this gear infinitely. There's no limitations. There's no wall. There's no energy you have to buy in order to continue the play. And yes, there's some pay-to-win mechanics in this game, and that's a topic for another video because it's very involved. But what this does mean is you can infinitely grind the game and still get highly valuable rewards, but they also are doing it where people have a catch-up mechanic when it comes to the Paragon levels, so that way it's not so depressing to see that, oh, my friend is level 85 bajillion Paragon and I'm level 20 or something, and I know I can just calculate out how many hours that's going to take. This is 8 times the experience that the person at the top is getting, and that's a really big chunk. It goes down to 4 times the experience once they're the same level, and then once they're above the Paragon level of the server, they join them at that 25%. 25% is still enough that if you're a grinder, you are going to have an advantage. And because of what I mentioned about being able to grind the items infinitely, which they mentioned down here, basically. They originally mentioned that they nerfed the salvage. I think it was right about here. They said they originally nerfed the salvage, but then what happened was players were just purposely not leveling in order to be able to still grind items because they found the items more important than the levels themselves, like I was mentioning, which is very counter to the mechanic of what you actually want in the game. So they fixed it with this system by allowing you to infinitely grind the items now, but nerfing the overall Paragon experience level when you're at the very top. So if you're thinking about playing with your friends or your friends join the game later, this is an incentive for them, and I think it's a fairly smartly figured out system is the way I'm going for this. How this actually means in implementation once we get into the game, I'll be excited to see. The game launches June 2nd, and I'm sure to see you guys there. You're going to want to join the Discord for more information. And I also have another YouTube channel here, Diablo Immortal. Highly recommend go subscribing to that. I put out videos literally every single day about the game, and if you want some more information, you can find it there. Love y'all. Thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you on the next one.